And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We have a great show for you today, as always. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Takes by Fans. Be a part of the conversation and come watch live daily, noon Eastern at twitch.tv/Takes by Fans. Alrighty, y'all. It is a Monday after a full day of NFL on Sunday. Had some pretty good games. Some games went down to the wire. Sunday night football game was actually really, really good. That Chiefs game was a little bit of a nail biter. We saw the debut of the rookie for the Chargers, Justin Herbert. Absolutely no, that came out of nowhere. Nobody even knew that was going to happen. So Tyrod Taylor injury, chest. So Justin Herbert goes in and he played pretty well. We'll get into all these games. That's what we do on Mondays. We break down all the games kind of relatively quickly just to get them all in the one show to kind of set a little bit of groundwork throughout the week where, as the week progresses, we do go a little bit deeper into the games, look at some of the plays, some of the drives, and try to question the narratives that are kind of going around through the media and on Twitter and all that. So we'll do a quick little breakdown of all the games. We got to talk about the Lakers-Nuggets Game 2. What a wild finish there. You can never count the Nuggets out. I mean, that's just what they are. They love playing down, and they excel very well at it. Down 3-1 against the Jazz, come back and win. The next three games, win in 7, down 3-1 against the Clippers, down 16 points in games, 5 and 6, and still win. It's just absolutely crazy what they do. Once again, down by about 12, about 10.5, still come back, but Anthony Davis had something to say about them actually winning the game. So we will get into that, but yeah, let's go into that first. We'll go into the NBA first, and then I do want to talk. I want to brag for a little bit. I want to brag. We'll talk about the moneymakers from yesterday. We'll talk about them. But let's get the NBA out of the way real quick. Lakers, Nuggets, Game 2 came down to the wire. Lakers first half got out to a 10-point lead going into halftime, but the Nuggets, they chip. Jamal Murray, Jokic hitting threes, and it gets kind of crazy at the end. So let's just go right in the highlights here. We see Denver up 2 a little early, no big deal, but LeBron James with the steal, and he goes and he finishes fingertip layup at the other end of the floor. We see they're up 8 now. Nice little lob to LeBron, who flushes the dunk. Big lead. Denver cutting it back down to 2 here, but LeBron says, hang on, I can hit threes too. Big lead here. LeBron absorbs contact, gets the and one. Yes, sir. 9-point game. Jokic tries to squeeze a pass in there down low, but we get Alex Caruso. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did you see the athleticism of this man just to quickly turn on the dunk just like that? You think he's just going to go in for a soft layup, but at the last second he says, I can get up and dunks the ball. Woo, that's athleticism. The white man can jump, y'all. Absolutely fantastic. Another steal by Caruso, and this time he's just going to lay it in. Nice little fingertip lay-in at the other end. Look at this. Look at that. He can dunk. He can lay it in. He does it all. Alex Caruso, a fantastic player for this Lakers team. So they're up 12 in the third quarter. Jamal Murray with a little hesitation there finishes at the rim. Now they're going to start to cut down the lead. We get Torrey Craig there, gets the and one. Down 7 now. Jokic kicks out to Murray. Murray for 3. Cash out Murray. Love to see it. 4-point game. Jamal Murray for 3. No, but it's Michael Porter Jr. there with the tip in to cut the lead down to 2. Well done. Fourth quarter tie game at 82. LeBron goes to the rim, able to get it to go, and the one. Well done. 3-point lead for the Lakers. Look at this man. Look at him able to finish at the rim. You love to see it. LeBron. Alrighty, Lakers up 1 now at this point. Jamal Murray driving. Little reverse layup there to beat Anthony Davis on the block. He scores it. 3-point lead for the Lakers. And then we just get Caldwell Pope there, a nice little three that did not look like it had any chance of going in. Then we get Anthony Davis with a step back three, and this is a little foreshadowing of what's going to happen at the end of the game. 3 minutes left. Anthony Davis hits a three to go up 8. He'll hit another one, folks. Just when on the clock does he hit it? We get Jokic there, the nice little fall away mid-range jumper to cut the lead down to 6. Leads now down to 4. Jamal Murray finds Jokic for 3. Big time Jokic. Y'all know he can hit threes consistently. You have to close out a little bit better than that. Let's take a quick look at kind of the not so great closeout by Anthony Davis. Got to play him a little tighter up here. Look at. Just doesn't even close out well either. Not great there. So Jokic takes advantage, hits the 3, brings the lead down to 1 for the Lakers. A minute left in the game. Nuggets with the ball. Jamal Murray can't get it to go, but once again, Jokic's there. Jokic is there. Look at this amazing tip. Oh my God. Fantastic tip. The ball was short, so Jokic just kind of carries it the extra kind of 2 feet it needed to go into the bucket. Well done. Anthony Davis there. Once again, I mean, we've got a great battle here between the bigs. Jokic and Anthony Davis just being clutch. We love to see it. Don't worry about Jamal Murray and LeBron. We got the bigs going to go and close out this game. Jokic there with the big 3 and then the nice little tip to give them a 1-point lead. We saw Anthony Davis, that big 3, and then a nice little mid-range floater here to reclaim the lead with 1. So Lakers now up 102-101. Who's going to be clutch for the Nuggets? Is it going to be Jokic again? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Just a battle in the last minute between Jokic and Anthony Davis. But who's going to get the last laugh? 10 seconds left. Lakers down 1. They find their way to to Alex Caruso for the 3. He can't hit it. Danny Green tries the mid-range, but it gets blocked out of bounds by Jamal Murray. So it's going to be 2 seconds left. Lakers ball. Who takes the shot? I'm telling y'all, this was a battle between the bigs in the last minute. Anthony Davis, last second 3. Cash, down 1. Anthony Davis hits the 3. You do the math. That's a Lakers win by 2, y'all. Absolutely fantastic by Anthony Davis. You see just the bench of the Lakers go wild. I mean, watching this shot live literally gave me goosebumps. Look at this. This is a legacy shot. Anthony Davis will be talking about the shot for the rest of his career. Look at this. Cash, clean, bingo, bango, 3-pointer. Lakers take game 2 here. The bench erupts. Anthony Davis knocking over his own teammates. You love to see it. Well-deserved, young fella. 103-105. Lakers get the win over the Nuggets in game number 2. Absolutely magnificent. That last minute, it was Jokic and Anthony Davis. They're like, we are, the two biggest stars here. We're taking over. Forget LeBron, forget Jamal Murray. We'll do it all ourselves. We can hit threes and we can, score right near the basket. What else do y'all want? We got the threes, we got the twos, we got the free throws covered. We can score wherever. It don't matter. Oof, man. Oh man, talking about this is getting me hyped for some reason. Jokic, 30 points. On 45% shooting, not the best. He only hit 1 3-pointer, and it was the clutch 3-pointer with 3 minutes left in the game. You love to see it. About a minute left in the game. 30 points, 6 rebounds, so not the best there. We usually expect him about, the 12 rebound mark. So Anthony Davis getting the better of him there a little bit, but 9 assists as well for Jokic, a fantastic stat line. And then we get Jamal Murray, a solid 25. This is what we want when we are looking at this Denver team. Jokic getting you 30 plus, Jamal Murray getting you 25 plus. That's what we want to see. Jamal Murray with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Once again, not bad overall on the stat line. He only shot 42%. Not one of his 60, 70% shooting games, but that's fine. We don't always need that. And then we get Michael Porter Jr., solid 15 off the bench, the 3rd leading scorer. Once again, for this Nuggets team, you need to see Jeremy Grant and Paul Millsap step it up a little bit more. They need to be in double digits in the points column when they're starting games. That's kind of where the Nuggets are weak. They're not that deep. They're not, you don't have that 4th consistent scorer. Jokic's going to get you 30. Jamal's going to get you at least 20. Michael Porter Jr. is going to get you 10, at least 10, but you have to find points somewhere else. And that's the big knock on this Nuggets team. Yes, they're clutch, but when they're being clutch and good in the fourth quarter, it's only Jokic and Murray. Nobody else really steps up on this team to really score, and that really hurts them because the Lakers, we saw it in Game 1, everybody was scoring. Dwight Howard was getting into the mix. Kuzma was getting into the mix. Danny Green was getting into the mix. Caruso was getting into the mix. Rondo was getting into the mix. So LeBron and Anthony Davis didn't need to carry the load. They did this game, which is, basically every game they kind of need to, but once in a while they get a little bit of a break with the supporting cast picking up the slack. But here we go. Anthony Davis 31 points. Jokic only 30. So Lakers win by 2 and Anthony Davis outscores Jokic by 1. I'm not saying there's correlation there, but there's correlation there. LeBron James, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 50%. Anthony Davis, 2 of 4 from 3, and both of them were in the fourth quarter. Big time shots. Let's just say the man is clutch. He adds 9 rebounds to the 31 points. Danny Green, all right, not bad. 11 points overall, 3 of 10 from 3. Just decent. This is kind of what we need from Danny Green on a consistent basis, at least. Double digits in points, 3 of 10, not bad from 3. Making 3 is good, but shooting 10 is not the best. But, hey, you still hit 3, so I guess we can give you a little bit of credit there. Then we get Caldwell Pope, 11 points, and another three-pointer made. Well done. Kuzma, a no-show, kind of. 8 points off the bench. We need him in double digits. It's either, Danny Green is doing all right and Kuzma's not, or Kuzma is and Danny Green. They're never both on the same page, and it's kind of frustrating because a lot could be solved if both of these players were scoring like 12-plus points on a consistent basis. Some of these games wouldn't be close if Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green were kind of good both together in the same game. Rondo, he's never big on the points, but hey, that's not his game. He just wants to facilitate the floor and be a defender, and that's what he is. In 21 points, he nets 9 assists, leading assister of the team. Well done. And then he's a +6 when he's on the floor, so he's also getting it done on the defensive end. That's exactly what LeBron wants. LeBron doesn't need you to be the scorer. He just needs you to facilitate and be the assister, because LeBron's, busy doing everything. And, when he's on the bench, that's when they need a true leader to really facilitate the floor. And that's exactly where Rondo steps in, and he excels in that, truly. Alex Caruso, we saw him a little bit in the highlights, 9 points for him. Well done. But yeah, this was just really a battle between Anthony Davis and Jokic down low, and Anthony Davis gets the better. That was kind of our main point going into the series, is that Jokic was going to have the toughest time this series, with Anthony Davis. We said Rudy Gobert in that first series with the Jazz, he's good down low. Rudy Gobert is good defensively down low, but once you start moving away, he kind of becomes useless. So the Nuggets were able to take care of that series kind of easily. Yes, it went 7, but when the Nuggets were hitting, Jokic was destroying Rudy Gobert. And then that Clippers series, Zubac and Montrezl Harrell, we saw Montrezl Harrell, 6th man of the year, having not great games because of Jokic. So Anthony Davis getting the better of Jokic here in game number 2. We'll see how this matchup goes on throughout the series, but it's going to be a good one, and Anthony Davis gets the last laugh here. 105-103, Lakers take it. And this is kind of is this going to be like the Lakers riding, the magic and the momentum of this game and kind of close it out in 4? It possibly could. The Celtics were destroying the Raptors in that series, up 2-0, and then game 3 happens where the Raptors hit that 0.5 second buzzer beater and kind of changed the entire series. So Nuggets trying to steal game number 2 here, comes back in the second half, but that last second buzzer beater wipes away any type of momentum, any type of faith that the Nuggets had in winning the series. And I think the Lakers kind of won this series already, just because 2 games in, Anthony Davis late second buzzer beater. I think the momentum is all Lakers, and just heartbroken there by the Nuggets. They were playing well in the second half, but they don't get the win. We'll see how they bounce back. if there's any team that can bounce back, it's obviously the Nuggets. I mean, they've come back down 1-3 two times in a row. That's never been done before. So if anybody can do it, it's the Nuggets. But this is, the Lakers we're talking about. This is LeBron we're talking about. This is Anthony Davis we're talking about. So we'll see if momentum carries the Lakers. I think it might. I think it may. All right, let's do our cash list really quickly, and then we will switch focus to the NFL. So here we go. Anthony Davis is the only member on this cash list that played yesterday, so we will evaluate his performance. And really, what else do we need to say? What else do we need to say? We don't even need to bring up the stats. All we need to show is this. This is all we need to show, y'all. This is it. Off clean, bingo, bango, three-pointer. This is it. This is why Anthony Davis is staying on the cash list. I don't care if this was the only 3 points he scored in the entire game. I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care if he went 0 of 20 shooting before this shot. I wouldn't care. He would still be on the cash list. You hit this buzzer beater. Oh, my God, and it just looked so good. It just looked so good, so clean. We'll watch the full play real quick. We'll watch this full play real quick in full-time motion to get the best of it. Inbound pass. We're going to see Anthony Davis coming up top all the way. Mason Plumlee goes underneath. Jokic has to try and struggle to get back. And it's just all Anthony Davis. All cash. All wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. One more time. We have to appreciate this. I'm sorry, but I'm really not. Look at the flick of this wrist. This is just textbook, bruh. This is literal textbook. There's a shot coming up. This is the shot. This should be everybody's wallpaper on their laptop and phone right here. This shot right here. This is just text. It's beautiful. This is just a beautiful still image right here. Absolutely magnificent. Anthony Davis holds it, cash out. Oof. So no doubt Anthony Davis can stay on the cash list. And that's it. Only one game. Nobody was trash. Nobody else was really cash. Maybe LeBron, 26 and 11, very good. But we gotta keep Anthony Davis on. Maybe we put Jokic too. We should put Jokic too. He was real clutch down late too. Buzzer beaters, I'm kind of. I don't like putting losing teams on the cash list, but when games are close and if they go into overtime or last second buzzer beater, I think we do still have to pay Jokic a little bit of respect here. He was real clutch too in the fourth. Just Anthony Davis was just this much clutcher. So I am going to put Jokic on the cash list, even though their team loses. Absolutely love the battle between Jokic and Davis. It's one for the history bucks. One for the history books, folks. One for the history books. Alrighty. Well done, Jokic. All right, so Game 3. When is Game 3? I know we don't get any basketball till Wednesday. Is that true? No. So Lakers, Nuggets, they play Tuesday, so they're not missing. Their schedule's not messed with anyhow. We should have had Celtics today, but they give them the day off. So we don't have anything to do today, but we will be back on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be back with Lakers Nuggets Game 3. Alrighty, let's shift gears to the NFL, y'all. And did we predict this week kind of exactly? Did everything I say exactly happen? I don't want to say it did. But I am saying it did. Here we go. This was our moneymakers, our locks. We had 49ers -7, absolute blowout, except that, the 49ers lost their entire team. They won big, but they lost their entire team due to injuries. Packers -6.5, no worries there. They win by 21. Bingo, bango. Rams +1. That was the lock, y'all. That was the lock. We are not big on the Eagles. The Eagles are very, very not good. Everybody was like, what? The Eagles are good. Yeah, they went 9-7, but everybody was injured. They still got to the playoffs. They still won the NFC East. And I'm just like, yeah, but they're still not good. Their receivers are not good. Yes, they were all injured, but they're still not good. They're 0-2 so far. Carson Wentz is throwing picks, y'all. That's the main story. Carson Wentz not being clutch, not able to hold leads, and he's throwing picks. And on the other hand, we got the Rams, who are one of the top 10 best teams in the NFL. Sean McVay, Jared Goff, they're back. They're back. They were tied down by Gurley. Gurley's gone. And what are they doing? They're free to do whatever the hell they want. Sean McVay's back to scheming. Jared Goff is back to throwing touchdowns. We love to see it. Rams, they get the win. We knew they would. Our locks hit. I was wrong on one game. I'll give y'all that. I will give y'all that. I was wrong on the Vikings, and that's my mistake. I believed in Kirk Cousins, and that's my fault. We know the Vikings defense is trash. We know they've lost all those pieces, but we thought that, Phillip Rivers was worse, and we were wrong on that. Colts end up getting the win at home. So I am going to take probably the week off on the Colts and the Vikings coming up in week number 3. Probably not going to bet either of those games. I need to see the dust settle. Yes, the Vikings are not good defensively, but Kirk Cousins is a little bit of hit and miss so far. He had an absolutely abysmal game last night. Jesus, 3 interceptions and like a 40% completion percentage. Kirk Cousins is truly trash. We're not, dancing around that. He is trash. I was definitely wrong on Vikings +3. I thought they were actually going to win outright. But, the Colts somehow got it done. I really don't even know. Phillip Rivers wasn't impressive. He wasn't impressive. He won. I'll give him that. But Kirk Cousins was a lot worse. Seahawks -4. They win by 5. We like them on Monday Night Football. Really came down to the wire. I didn't think it was going to be that close, but it literally was. Patriots at the 1 with the last play of the game. So didn't think it was going to be that close, but it was. But still, Russell Wilson looked a lot better than Cam Newton. And then we had Falcons +5. Y'all, I mean, Falcons offense is good. Falcons offense is real good. Their defense is not. I mean, they gave up, 35 against the Seahawks in week 1. Now they just gave up 40 against the Cowboys, and they didn't recover the onside kick. And so we liked the Falcons, and we ended up getting them +5. Remember that spread kind of was fluctuating. We ended up getting it at +5, but then on game day it went back down to +3. So we lucked out there with the +5. Well, +3 still hit anyway, but we went 5 of 6 on our picks, y'all. Our locks all hit. That's exactly what we want to see in our 99% guarantee. The 1% was Kirk Cousins was going to throw 3 interceptions and 2% completion percentage. That was the 1% I was afraid of, and it came true. Just unfortunate. But overall, I mean, we know what we're talking about here. We break it down. We watch the films. We look at the numbers. We are here daily, y'all. We know what we're talking about. So, you got to listen to us throughout this entire week if you want to, hit on, week 3's games. Y'all got to know it, and we are going to be breaking it down. So let's start it here. We've got a lot of games to go over. We will try our best to do it quickly, so this is not a 2-hour video. And then throughout the week, we will get deeper and deeper into the games. So Mondays, we do the breakdowns. Tuesdays, we break down Monday Night Football, and then we update our power rankings. Wednesday, we do a deep dive into film. It's just all film. We look at some good drives. We look at some narratives that are being developed throughout the week. Thursday, we play Guess the Line. We get it ready for Thursday Night Football. Friday, we're just, once again, just getting a little bit into film, everything, the injuries, getting us ready. We make our picks on Friday. Saturday is a culmination of everything we've been talking about, getting us ready for Sunday. And then Sunday, just a review of everything we've said throughout the week. So let's get right into it. We'll start breaking down these games. As we break down these games, we will update our cash and trash list of the NFL. This is the cash list so far from week 1. Mahomes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Russell Wilson, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Washington's D-line, and DeAndre Hopkins all on the cash list for good performances in week 1. And then on the trash list, we have Ka'imi Fairbairn, DeAndre Swift, and Carson Wentz. So let's see who's going to stay, who's going to go, and who's going to be added to these lists. We'll start here with the Giants and Bears. And I mean, Daniel Jones versus Mitch Trubisky. This is the game y'all want to watch. Not me. Not me. But here we go. Bears get out to a good start here. First drive, 12 plays and a touchdown. Giants fumble, which leads to a Chicago field goal. They're up 10-0. Couple of punts. But then we got Daniel Jones throwing an interception. Not great. On Chicago's 29. That's what we've seen by Daniel Jones. We've seen, long drives in week 1 against the Steelers. picked off at the 1. Now, once again, picked off in Bears territory here. Daniel Jones, long drives, but, he will throw a pick at the end of those. Chicago cannot capitalize off that interception, but they do go up 17-0 a little bit later. And Giants have a missed field goal going into the half, so 17-0 going into the half. Then the Mitch Trubisky interception start. Giants cash in with a field goal. Then a 9-play, 33-yard drive that ends in a punt for Chicago, and the Giants take full advantage. 11 plays, 75 yards, and gets the touchdown. Now it's 17-10. And another interception by Mitch Trubisky. We saw him play hero in the fourth quarter, but he almost played zero here in the fourth quarter in week 2. Interception. But the Giants can only muster up a field goal, and then they just never get back to it. A play to win the game, a drive here, 13 plays, 50 yards for the last 2 minutes and 2 seconds of the game. They get Daniel Jones down at the 10, chance to win the game. Let's look at that play real quick. That will be the only play. We're not going to break down the games that in depth yet today, but I do want to just look at that last final play. Daniel Jones has the chance to win the game, and he doesn't. Where is this game? Am I just missing it? I'm not seeing it. It's literally right in front of my face. Here we go. Last play of the game. Let's get there. Let's get to this game. Here we go. Last play of the game. Daniel Jones, 3rd and 6 at the 10. Chance to win it. They need the touchdown. Drops back to pass. Buys time. Delivers a strike over the middle. It's over. Offensive pass interference, but who was he even going to on this play? Was there anybody even open? Defender was all over him. Looked kind of clean to me. They call it offensive pass interference, so either way, it was incomplete. Offensive pass interference means nothing. Game's over anyway. And Daniel Jones just cannot be clutch. Truly unfortunate for him. Let's look at his stats. What did he do? 25 of 40. All right, nothing spectacular. 241 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. I believe did he also fumble the ball? Let's see. Yes, he lost a fumble. He threw a pick, 2 turnovers because of Daniel Jones. Get out to a not great start. Ended it decently, but still nothing to show for it because they are 0-2. Mitch Trubisky, 18 of 28, nothing too fantastic, 190 yards. You've got to be over 200 yards or it's dink and dunk. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, canceling out all the good he did. Classic Mitch Trubisky. No fumbles, though, but still 2 interceptions. David Montgomery for the Bears, 82 yards on 16 carries. Very well done there. Trying to feed the ball to Allen Robinson, 9 targets, but only 3 catches. And I'm sure those are not drops by Allen Robinson. Those are just really wild throws by Mitch Trubisky. Nothing really to take away from this game. Yes, we thought Chicago would win. Yes, we thought the Giants would cover. I think it was 5.5. I think we called that. Not official picks, but a good, solid bet. And Mitch Trubisky falling apart in the fourth quarter. Classic. We know he is inconsistent. We know that week 1 magical comeback was pretty much set up by their defense on those turnovers and not really Mitch Trubisky with his arm. We saw him kind of doing the dump offs to who was their tight end? Was he not in the game last night? Yeah, Jimmy Graham. He had a great game 1, touchdown in that game. 1 catch for 18 yards here. Didn't utilize him a lot, and it shows his struggles. If he's not dinking and dunking, he's not looking too good. All right, let's move on to Cowboys and Falcons, and here are the blown lead jokes again for the Falcons. We're not going to penalize the Falcons too much in this game. I know they still put up 39 points. Their offense is still looking very, very good, y'all. Just unfortunate for the Falcons. They had to face Seattle week 1 and Dallas week 2. A Dallas team that lost week 1 who's even more motivated. Yes, the Falcons defense is not good. I will give you that. They gave up 40 this week. They gave up, I think, like 38, 35 last week. So, yes, their defense is not good, but this Falcons offense is very, very good. We get Matt Ryan, 273 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Come on, this is not Matt Ryan blowing these games. It's their defense giving up 40 points. It's their special teams not recovering the onside kick. We will watch that real quickly because I'm literally mind blown. Their special teams is so trash. We'll get into it in just a second. Let's keep on this offense. Todd Gurley, 61 yards, 21 carries. They're trying to get him going, but just not there. That's not the type of team that this Falcons is going to be. Todd Gurley's just not prime Todd Gurley, pre-arthritis knees Todd Gurley. Averaging 2.9 yards a carry is not very good. But here we go. Calvin Ridley, 109 yards. And Julio Jones, only 24 yards. So, the attention is all being on Julio Jones, but they've got great receivers all over the field that Matt Ryan is getting the ball to here for the 273 yards. 24-36, very well done. 4 touchdowns, no picks. I love it. No turnovers either. They didn't fumble the ball. Well done. Let's go to Dak Prescott real quick. Holy moly, 34 of 47 for 450 yards. Only 1 touchdown, though. We see Ezekiel Elliott here, 89 yards, a touchdown. He did have some fumbling problems. The entire team had some fumbling problems. Ezekiel Elliott fumbled twice, lost 1. Dak Prescott fumbled once, lost it. Dalton Schultz fumbled once, lost it. So they were fumbling the ball all over the place, and the Falcons were taking full advantage. Here we go. Let's look at the scoring summary real quick. Couple of punts to open up the game, but then the turnovers start to happen. Fumble. Falcons take that and score a touchdown. Ensuing Cowboys possession, they fumble once again. Falcons get a touchdown. Turnover on downs by the Cowboys. They were trying to do too much. 4th and 4 at their own 29. Fake punt does not work. And once again, the Falcons cash in with a field goal, so they're up 20-7. But the Cowboys finally get their stuff together. They stop turning the ball over, and it turns out to be a touchdown. Falcons answer. Cowboys answer with a field goal. Falcons answer with their own field goal. And we go into halftime, 29-10 Falcons. That's a 19-point lead, y'all. You cannot blow that. Cowboys come out hot, touchdown to start it. Falcons can't keep up, and the Cowboys score another touchdown to cut the lead down to 5. But the Falcons answer to make the score 36-24. Well done. An 11-play, 74-yard, 5-minute drive by the Falcons. Going into the fourth quarter, they are up 12. Turnover on downs by the Cowboys once again. They try to fake punt. It does not work. But the Falcons only add a field goal. 15-point game, still 2 possessions. Cowboys get a touchdown. 10-play, 3-minute drive. Well done. Cuts the lead down to 9. They cannot make the 2-point conversion, so still a 2-possession game with only how much time left? 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 2-possession, 9-point game. Falcons, they only eat up 2 minutes of that 5 minutes left. You give the Cowboys too much time. Unfortunate. Who would have thought that 2 minutes and 57 seconds would be too much time to score 9 points? So they go down 9-play, 1 minute, 8-second, 91-yard drive by the Cowboys to cut the lead down to 39-37. And then the onside kick happens. We have to break this down, y'all. We have to. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cowboys scoring. Onside kick is successful. How is it successful? Well, it's disgusting if you are a Falcons fan. Truly not great. Here we go. Let's watch the onside kick. Here we go. It's got to go 10 yards for the Cowboys before they can touch it, but the Falcons can touch it at any time. Somebody didn't know that. Somebody did not know that. How do y'all not know that? You're on special teams. That's all y'all really do anyway. They're kicking without the tee. Greg Zuerlein, an absolute genius. An absolute genius. Here we go. This is the kick. Look at it go slow. Look at it go slow. Just barely crosses the 10-yard mark at the last second. At the last second. They get it. They recovered it. Now that we played it in full motion, we have to break it down in slow motion. So let's do this. Here we go. Greg Zuerlein. Greg, beautiful kick by him. Beautiful. Beautiful design, but look at this. It goes 10 yards. The Cowboys, the kicking team, they cannot touch the ball until it goes 10 yards. But the receiving team, the Falcons here on special teams can touch it whenever. Literally can touch it whenever. What do? Right here. This is where you go and get the ball. It's going slow. 87, 82. I don't know who the hell this man is, but he's trash. Go and get the ball right now. You can touch it. Just make sure you secure it when you touch it, because then the Cowboys can fight for it. But it's going slow. Break down. Go dive for the ball. Just secure it. Don't look at it. Why are y'all just staring at this ball? They're literally staring at this ball. 4 players staring at the ball before it travels the extra 3 yards needed. Y'all can go and get it. Go touch it. Fall on it. What are y'all doing? Oh, my God. Just pathetic. Truly pathetic. They're waiting for y'all to keep the Cowboys are like, hang on. They're just staring at it. Hey, we'll just keep letting it go. Oh, it's 10. Dive at it now. Atlanta. Oh, my God. Y'all really blew it. Y'all blew it again. I can't believe it. They should have gotten this onside kick. It was a great design by Greg Zuerlein of the kicking, the kicker for the Cowboys. It was a great design by him if the Falcons don't know the rules, which they didn't. So well done to Greg Zuerlein. Just kicks it slow, waits for it to cross. He's thinking the Falcons, hey, they're not going to touch this ball. They just won't. Falcons, they blew it. I don't know what you do with Dan Quinn, man. I really don't. It's just truly unfortunate. Falcons running into some tough competition early, but that was a win they should have had. They should have had that. Should have recovered that onside kick. You had all the opportunity to. The ball was moving real slow before it even went 10 yards. You guys can come up on the receiving team. You guys can touch the ball before 10 yards. Y'all can do it. It just becomes in the field of play whenever you touch it first. Just got to go and get the ball. I don't know. But we do have to put them on the trash list because of it. They will be on the trash list. Atlanta's special team. For not knowing the rules. And blowing a lead that Matt Ryan has beautifully executed for y'all. Just truly sickening. Well done by the Cowboys. I mean, that comeback, was beautiful. I mean, we'll talk about that for pretty much ever. It wasn't, it was beautifully engineered. Beautifully. Well done by the Cowboys. I mean, they still had to go and score a touchdown before that. They still had to get into field goal range after that onside kick. So I definitely tip my cap to the Cowboys for winning the game. Just the Falcons equally lost the game. So, we can clap for the Cowboys and we can be disgusted by the Falcons. I mean, this is a two-way street. They are, not dependent on one another. So Dak Prescott, very, very close of putting him in the cash list, no doubt. But the fumble early by him kind of got his team down to a hole. I respect the hell out of 450 yards, but only one touchdown as well. Just barely missing the cash list. Definitely an honorable mention for Dak Prescott. Also, well done by Matt Ryan. I mean, not turning the ball over, 273 yards, 4 touchdowns. Great percentage here, 24 of 36. I mean, he was getting it done. They just lose, so I can't put him on the cash list. Truly, truly unfortunate. Alrighty, let's move on. Green Bay and the Lions. We knew Green Bay was going to win this game, y'all. A little early, the Lions got out to a great start. Touchdown on their first drive, 8 yards, 60 plays. Green Bay has to settle for a field goal, and the Lions come back and score another touchdown. So 14 points on 2 straight possessions for the Lions. Very well done. 13-play drive, 8-play drive. Just driving the ball downfield, eating up the clock. Well done. Green Bay comes back and they score a touchdown, cuts the lead to 4. 14-10 Lions lead in the second quarter, but Aaron Rodgers gets a touchdown real quickly before halftime. 19 seconds before halftime, and they go and score a touchdown. They take a 3-point lead going into the half, and coming out of the half, a 1-play, 75-yard drive. Let's watch this real quick. We'll go this one big. First play coming out of half, it's Aaron Jones up the middle. He is gone. He had himself a hell of a game, y'all. Hell of a game. I think like 160 yards rushing. One play, 75 yards right there to open up the scoring coming out of halftime. Aaron Jones, 168 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 9 yards a carry, y'all. 9. He was also the leading receiver with 68 yards and a touchdown. So this man had himself a day. Well done. We saw Devontae Adams for the Packers have a great week 1. He did not needed to be needed here in game number 2 because Aaron Jones was rushing the ball. He was catching the ball. He was all over the field. So they go back up 10. Matt Stafford throws a pick 6. Now they're down 31-14. Then the Packers get another field goal in the third quarter to go up 34-14. Now the game's over. It's a 20-point game with only about a minute left in the third quarter. Matt Stafford goes 8 play, 75-yard drive, eats up 3 minutes, decent there, but it's still a 2-possession game, down 13. Not great. Packers come back off that Lions touchdown. They score a touchdown of themselves to put the nail in the coffin. 7-play, 5-minute drive to go up 42-21. Double their score, and just that's when the game's over. No other scoring after that. And the Packers, they win very comfortably here. Not really even worried. Yes, they were down 14-3 at one point, but it's Aaron Rodgers, y'all. He'll get it done. Another 40-point game for the Packers. This offense is the real deal. Aaron Rodgers is back. 18 of 30, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones carrying the load everywhere else. You love to see it. Matt Stafford, 20 of 33, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, that's what we know about Matt Stafford. He'll throw the pick. He'll score a touchdown. He'll put up the yards, but it does not translate to wins. It does not translate to rings. It does not translate to deep playoff runs. It translates to 9-7, 10-6, 8-8. Not good. Missing the playoffs. DeAndre Swift, he was on our trash list in week 1 because he missed the game wide open pass to seal the game. Here he goes. 5 carries. That's it. They limited him. They limited him. Matt Patricia was like, hey, the locker room is broken because of you, so you're not being incorporated into the running game. He was still catching balls. Look at this. 5 targets, 5 receptions. He made sure he did not drop any passes, so well done to him. He did put up 60 yards through the air, so we will give him a little bit of a break there. And we will take him off the trash list because of it. Good, decent performance. Not great, obviously, but it wasn't trash. Your team lost. You are kind of a non-factor, but you were not trash, so we will take him off. We are going to add Aaron Jones. I mean, truly magnificent. 160 yards rushing and then another 68 yards passing, catching. Well done. Aaron Jones getting on the cash list his first time. Everybody give this man a round of applause. Love to see it. So we will put him on. Aaron Rodgers, he's already on the cash list. Do we take him off? Nah, we keep him on. We got to keep him on, right? 18 of 30. Nothing great, but 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he didn't turn the ball over. We can definitely get behind that, definitely. So we will leave Aaron Rodgers on the cash list. And we will move on from this game because we know the Lions are not good, and we know the Packers are very, very good. They are our number 5 team on our power rankings going into week 2, so we'll see if they move up at all tomorrow. Alrighty, this is the game I was wrong about. The only game of the week I was wrong about was this one, so I'll take it. Vikings, they got out to a decent start. I mean, look at this. Their first drive, 13 plays, 60 yards, 6 minutes. Perfect. Everything was going good. The passing game was there, 18-yard pass, 5-yard run, 13-yard pass. A penalty that bails them out a little bit. Hey, no worries there. Everybody benefits from a penalty now and then. 3-yard run, 16-yard run, 4-yard run, 1-yard run. And then they kind of stall when they get in the red zone. They have to settle for a field goal when they're on the Colts 3. But it's a good starting drive. At least you think. That would be a good starting drive if they followed it up with stuff that was good, but then they go 3 and out. Then they go 3 and out again. And then their next time they go 3 and out, but it's a safety that's called, which is a little questionable. We will break that down. I do want to, take a look at, these quarterbacks on Wednesday. So we will break this safety down. It didn't really look like it. They kind of blew him down a little earlier, didn't let him fight to get out of the end zone. But, hey, the game was over by then at this point. So non-factor call, really. So after the safety, Kirk Cousins throws his first interception of the game where he had 3. And then, he throws another one right at the end of the half. So this was kind of a Hail Mary, but it's still a pick and it still counts, and we will still trash Kirk Cousins because of it. So they're down 15-3 at half. So what is their first possession coming out of halftime? It's an interception, his third one of the day, which leads to another 3 points by the Colts. And then it's a 6 and out. 6-play drive that only goes 14 yards, so that was nothing. Dink and dunk and run for a yard. That's it. They have to punt. And then another 3 and out. And then they finally score a touchdown, but it's literally at the end of the game. Makes no difference. Literally, with 5 minutes left, they score 28-11. Game is already over at that point. Kirk Cousins looked absolutely atrocious. 42% completion percentage, y'all. 42, 11 of 26, 113 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's trashless. That's absolutely trashless. That's the definition of being a garbage quarterback. And Kirk Cousins is a fantastic garbage quarterback. Kirk Cousins, welcome to the trash list, my man. You're making me look stupid out here. You happy about that? You happy that you make me look dumb? Huh? I was big on y'all this game. I said y'all would win. I thought you didn't even need the 3 points that Vegas was giving you. But you proved me wrong, and you make me look dumb in front of everybody that's watching, and I don't appreciate it. So you'll be on the trash list because of it. Absolutely pathetic performance. Truly pathetic. You made Phillip Rivers look like a Hall of Famer quarterback. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. I mean, the pass game wasn't working. They were just shutting down the run game, too. Nothing was working for this Vikings team. We know their defense is trash. Phillip Rivers, he goes 19 of 25 for 214 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I mean, Phillip Rivers didn't play great either. It's just Kirk Cousins played very, very trash. Very trash. Jonathan Taylor, impressed by his performance. 101 yards, has to come in with Marlon Mack out, done for the season, I believe. Done for at least a lot of time. So Jonathan Taylor, well done to step up. 26 carries, 101 yards, got it done efficiently. And, yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, basically Vikings they literally could not do anything offensively. It was really, truly trash to watch. I watched this entire game and it was miserable to watch. This Vikings offense could not do anything. Alrighty, let's move on. Bills, Dolphins. All right, Josh Allen, he had himself a game. Holy moly. He threw for 417 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 24 of 35. That's good completion percentage, y'all. That is very good. All right, here we go. The scoring. Took a little bit of both of these teams to start it. Both first drives end in punts, but their second drives end in touchdowns. Nice 11-play, 97-yard, 5-minute drive by the Bills, and a nice 10-play, 75-yard, 4-minute drive for Miami to answer and tie it up at 7. Then the Bills fumble. Oh, boy, who fumbled? Josh Allen, short pass to Knox, and then Knox fumbles. Unfortunate, but the Dolphins, they cannot do anything with that turnover, and the Bills come out on their ensuing possession and score a touchdown. They go up 14-7. Punt by the Dolphins ends in a field goal for the Bills. Well done. 13-play, 83-yard, 6-minute drive. Long drives for Buffalo. That means you're picking up the first down on 3rd and short. 4th down attempts going for them. So well done by Buffalo for the big drive. Punt, and the Dolphins end with a field goal to make it a manageable game going into half. Down 7 points, 17-10 at half. Then Dolphins get the ball to start the half, and they answer with a field goal. So well done, cutting the lead down to 4, 17-3. Punt by the Bills leads to a long drive that goes nowhere. We get down to the Buffalo 1, but the fantastic Buffalo defense shuts it down. Look at this. First and goal from Buffalo's 1, rush for no gain. Second and goal from the 1, rush for no gain. Third and goal from the 1, pass incomplete. Fourth and goal from Buffalo's 1, Ryan Fitzpatrick, pass incomplete. So 4 solid, grueling goal line defensive stands for the Bills. You love to see it. We're big on Buffalo because of their defense, and Josh Allen had a very good game. He didn't fumble the ball, which we definitely respect. We saw 2 fumbles from him in game 1, but he cleans it up here with no fumbles. We can definitely get behind that, and he didn't throw any interceptions, so well done to him. But the Dolphins go and score another field goal to put us up 20-17. But this is when Josh Allen wakes up. Look at this fourth quarter. He had 2 possessions and he scored a touchdown on both of them. Here we go. A 7-play, 85-yard, 4-minute drive ends in a touchdown for the Bills to go up 24-20. We have to punt. Then they get the ball back. 5 plays, 71-yard, 1-minute drive. Quick to score. We'll watch this play real quick. Here we go, 46-yard touchdown pass by Josh Allen. We'll respect it. We will definitely respect it. Here he goes, just from over the 50. He's going to let this ball fly down the field. Fly. He's wide open. Receiver wide open. Catches it. No worries. Really puts the game away at that point. They go up 31-20 because of that great touchdown. Miami, we come back. But really, time is already gone. We're down 11 with 3 minutes left. We do a nice little drive here, 9-play, 80-yard, 2-minute drive that ends in 8 points. We get the touchdown and the 2 points, but it's already too late. We cover the spread, which was about 5.5, I think, which is good for us. But we can't get the onside kick. We can't pull a Dallas, and we lose 31-28. Unfortunate. Josh Allen, I mean, he looked really good out there. 24 of 35, 417 yards. Didn't rush a lot. Only 18 yards rushing. Well done. Got to stop, kind of wanting to run all the time because you fumble a lot. So just trust your arm. He did it, 417 yards. And I think we respect that with a cash list nomination. So well done to Josh Allen. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. I can definitely get behind that, especially when you throw no interceptions and don't fumble. We love it. All right, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he didn't throw 3 interceptions. We didn't think he would, so well done to him. But still just not enough to get it done. 31 of 47, not bad. 328 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, well done. Our leading receiver, Mike Gesicki. Our tight end, well done as well. 8 receptions, 130 yards, a touchdown. He was our leading receiver as a tight end. That's not really what you want to see. But we get Isaiah Ford in the mix a little bit with 76 yards. Devontae Parker, pretty much our should-be number 1 wide receiver. 53 yards, 8 targets, 5 catches. Just decent all over the place. Our defense did all right. Did we have a turnover? I thought we did. Kyle Van Noy didn't get a fumble recovery or an interception. Interesting. Didn't get too much pressure on the quarterback. Only 1 sack. Unfortunate. That's why, Josh Allen throws for 417 yards. He was comfortable. Our defense is not great at rushing the passer, and we let Josh Allen throw all over us. Bills get the win, 31-28. All right, moving on. The Niners, y'all. The Niners. Ooh, boy. You got the win, but what did it cost? Your entire team. Well, let's go through the injuries real quick. I've got them here. Nick Bosa, edge rusher, gone. Done for the season. Tore his ACL. You hate to see that. Jimmy Garoppolo, he left in the second half of the game with a high ankle sprain. He'll probably be out for week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Not out for the season, so don't worry. Luckily, you guys are 1-1. Probably will be out for about 2 or 3 games. There's more. There's more. Raheem Mostert, the absolute monster Mostert of this 49ers team. He's out with a knee injury. He left the game in the second half. Then we had their defensive lineman, Solomon Thomas. He got carted off the field in the first quarter. So you lost a lot of players, but you got the win. Are you happy about that? Jets, once again, just trash. 6 plays, 21 yards, ends in a punt. 13 play, 38 yards, ends in a field goal. 11 play turnover on downs. They try to go for it. on San Francisco's own 20-yard line. They try to rush up the middle with Josh Adams. Does not work. Unfortunate. So they're down 21-3 at half. 3 and out for the Jets. 4 and out for the Jets. 5-play, 15-yard drive that ends in a field goal because they got an interception. So a short field, but they still can't cash in a touchdown because they're trash. So they only score 6 points through 3 quarters. Who cares about the fourth quarter? 49ers open it up with another touchdown. It's 31-6. Game over. Game was already over at 24-6. Game was already over at 24-3. Game was already over before the opening kickoff because the Jets are trash and Adam Gase can't call plays and Sam Darnold is not benefiting from the quarterback guru that Adam Gase is, and he has no weapons at receiver, and Le'Veon Bell is injured and they've just got nothing. Their offensive line is not good either. Just another 4-play, 7-play, no long drives really. Yeah, they get a touchdown, but it's literally at the end of the game. Who cares? 49ers get the win, but they're going to be banged up for the next couple of weeks. Not great. All right, let's continue on. We've got, hang on. I do want to shout out Raheem Mostert. Look at this, 92 yards on 8 carries. The first play of the game was an 80-yard run. How are the Jets not ready for this? Literally, first play of the game. Raheem Mostert. Look at this man's speed. Oh, my God. Gets to the edge and literally just goes. You cannot catch that man. The speed is truly amazing, and if he didn't get injured, ugh. Great job by Raheem Mostert. Would have been on the cash list if you could have finished the entire game. Truly unfortunate, but the man is a star. The man is a star in the 49ers, wherever they're located, San Francisco. All right, let's move on to the Rams. We knew the Rams were going to win this game. We knew this, and they just proved it. They just went out and proved it. Here we go. Once again, the Eagles getting out to a not good start. Fumble on their first drive leads to a touchdown, but they come back and get a field goal to knock it 7-3. But you can't stop Jared Goff. Look at this. 3 drives in the first quarter, all ending in touchdowns. This Rams offense is good, y'all. Is good. They have happy paid wide receivers, so they will go up and get anything now. They will go up and get anything. You paid them. They're happy. They're good to go. So 21-3 for the Rams at the end of the first quarter. But Carson Wentz is not ready to die just quite yet. They go and answer with a touchdown of their own to cut the lead down to 21-9. Couple of punts and they score again right before half. Well done. A 2-play 11-second drive. We get a what happened here? A punt that's muffed by the 49ers. Sets up the Eagles in great field possession. They start at the Rams 11, 2 plays to knock it in, and they're still down 21-16 going into half, but they have a ton of momentum. So what do they do with that momentum? They force the Rams in a 3-and-out to start the second half. Well done. They're carrying all that momentum, and what happens? It's Carson Wentz. He does a blunder, an interception. Let's watch this real quick. Game-ending interception at this point. You have all the momentum. You're at home, and you throw a pick in the end zone. Unforgivable. Classic Carson Wentz. We saw what he did in week 1 when you're up 17-0, and then you throw interceptions, and you give Dwayne Haskins the short field, and you lose the game. Here you're trying to come back, but you throw an interception, and you lose the game because of it. Rams go down. They make it a 8-point game with the field goal off the interception. Eagles come back. They score a field goal, another drive that does not end in a touchdown. Look at this, 12-play drive that ends in an interception in the end zone, and then a 13-play drive that only ends in a field goal. You hate to see it. Rams answer with a touchdown to start the fourth quarter, and the Falcons just could not do anything. Turnover on downs, a 10-play drive that ends in nothing, another long drive by this Eagles team that just unfortunately not the really outcome you want. Interception on a long drive, field goal on a long drive, turnover on downs, 4th and 2 at the Rams 26, ends on a long drive. Unfortunate, but the Rams don't look back. They scored another touchdown. We won't count this interception against them. They're already down 37-19. They're just trying anything at that point. So we won't count that last interception too much against Carson Wentz, but let's look at his stats real quick. 26 of 43, 242 yards, no touchdown passes, but 2 interceptions. Not great. Miles Sanders had a decent game, 20 carries for 95 yards. They tried to get the running game started. It did pretty well. 1 touchdown. He averaged 4.8 yards a carry. That's very good. But Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards. Zach Ertz, 42. Just cannot really get it started. Miles Sanders adding another 36 yards through the air. Just they've got no real great receivers. We know Deshaun Jackson is fast, but that's kind of all he is. Zach Ertz, he's good. He's a good safety blanket. Just dunk it off to him. He's got the height. He's got the size. He's good, but he shouldn't be your main receiver. You know what I mean? So let's look at the Rams now. Jared Goff, 20 of 27, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. We love it. We love it. We are going to honor Jared Goff with a cash list, mostly for his completion percentage. 20 of 27. Truly, truly great. Then you add 3 touchdowns on top of it with no picks. We love that. If you're throwing more than 2 touchdowns with no interceptions, I can definitely get behind that. So we will put Jared Goff on the cash list. Great game number 2 for the man. Starts the year 2-0 because of it. We love it. We love the Rams here. We're big on the Rams here, and we'll see if they move up. Happy wide receivers. Let's talk about them. Cooper Kupp got paid 81 yards, and Robert Woods got paid, but hey, he only had 14 yards. Didn't even need him, and you paid him. But he will come in handy, obviously, down the stretch of the season. Just didn't need them today against the Rams. Alrighty, let's continue on. Here we go. Steelers, Broncos. All right. I know what you guys are thinking. Why are you still so high on the Steelers? They almost just lost to the Broncos. You can't forgive that. Yes, we can. Drew Lock got injured real early in this game. That throws off the Steelers defense 100%. All week long, they're studying. They're watching Drew Lock. What is Drew Lock good at? What are they going to call? Because Drew Lock is good at making those plays. So you try and shut all that down. Now a new quarterback comes in, Jeff Driscoll. You haven't prepared for him. You don't know what he's good at. What is the offensive coordinator going to call now? Because Jeff Driscoll's in position. He's the quarterback. What is Jeff Driscoll good at throwing? We don't know. We haven't watched that. We were preparing for Drew Lock. So we're not going to knock the Steelers too hard for this 5-point win. They still won the game, which is all that matters. Big there. And their defense still looked good. Their defense knocked Drew Lock out of the game, not intentionally, but they knocked him out of the game because of a good hit here, and they get the fumble. So not only does Drew Lock get injured, he gets sacked so hard he has to come out of the game. He's done. Shoulder injury, not good. So they knocked Drew Lock out of the game. They get the turnover, and they cash in on the touchdown. Well done just all around by the Steelers there. Able to capitalize with the fumble on a 9-play, 3-minute, 60-yard drive. Fantastic there by the Pittsburgh offense. It took a little bit for Denver to start getting the rhythm of Jeff Driscoll. We see the ensuing drive when Jeff Driscoll just gets in there. Jeff Driscoll, just say that 8 times fast. He punts 5 and out for Jeff Driscoll's first drive. Second drive, another 5 and out, but they get a field goal out of it, so they score some points. But at halftime, it's 17-3. They can't do anything. 6 plays, 15 yards, nothing there. Nothing's there. 5-play missed field goal opportunity, and then he throws a pick. At the end of the quarter, 2 minutes left, but they still throw a pick, and the Steelers get a field goal because of it. So we're at halftime. Steelers are up 17-3. What happens? Well, turnovers start to happen. You give Jeff Driscoll a short field, he'll take advantage. He's Dwayne Haskins. He will take advantage of a short field. So here we go. Steelers up 17-3, but after half, they throw an interception, leads to 3-point field goal. Turnover on downs. They try to go for it on 4th down. What happened? Big bad pass incomplete, 4th and 2 at Denver 35. That gives Jeff Driscoll all the confidence in the world, and they go and score a touchdown off of the turnover on downs. It's 17-14 Steelers here at this point, but Big Ben says, hang on, let's all relax. I'll go get us back in the game. 9-play, 4-minute, 75-yard drive to go back up 10, 24-14. Then they get a safety. Well done. Add another 2 points onto it. But then they fumble, keeping the Broncos into the game. Broncos go and score off of the fumble turnover and cut the lead down to 5, 21-6. But that is all she wrote. We get Jeff Driscoll trying here. He's trying his best. It's 4th and 2. It's 3rd and 2. It's 1st and 10 from Pittsburgh's 23. They get a 3-yard run, 2nd and 5 at Pittsburgh 18. Pass incomplete, sets up 3rd and 2 from Pittsburgh's 15. But then it's turnover on downs. Jeff Driscoll gets sacked. The great Steelers defense closes out the game. Let's look at this defense for the Steelers. We're high on them, possibly one of the best defenses in the league. We get Mike Hilton with 1 sack, 2 tackles for losses. We get Tyson Alualu, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. T.J. Watt, 2.5 sacks, 2 tackles for losses. Terrell Edmonds with the game-winning sack there. 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. We get Cameron Hayward, half a sack, tackle for loss. We get Bud Dupree, a sack of his own. Derek Watt, a tackle for loss. This defense was all over the place, and we love it. Joe Hayden was the man with the pick, so well done there. So they were just getting it done up front with the sacks. They got a turnover that they needed, and then Big Ben Roethlisberger had a decent performance, 29-41 for 311 yards, 2 touchdowns. The pick is not great, but still, Big Ben having a good game. 2nd game back from the injury. We're not going to obviously give him the injury excuse all year, but first 2-3 games, we'll let it slide a little bit. Still, he's putting up the yards. He's putting up the touchdowns. Classic Ben Roethlisberger. James Conner added another 106 yards on the rushing game. Very well done. Well done. And some receivers got in the action as well. Deontay Johnson with 92 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster only needed 48. Hey, when your number 1 receiver can only score or put up 48 yards and you still get the win and you're still putting up points, that's very impressive. Let's go. Drew Lock, he only threw 5 passes, so sucks. He gets injured. It's going to set him back a little bit. Not exactly what Denver had in mind this season. Melvin Gordon, 70 yards. Not bad. 3.7 yards a carry is not great. It's decent. I think it's about, average. But Jeff Driscoll, he comes in 18 of 34. It's about 50%. Not great. 256 yards. We can get behind that. 2 touchdowns. We can get behind that. The interception, it's expected. Jeff Driscoll probably didn't expect to play. Had all the season. He gets thrown in here on the road. Down on the road. Not the best situation to be put in. But the Steelers get the win, after a quarterback switch up because you take him out. All right, let's carry on. Try to run through these last couple of games. Wrap it up. Alrighty, Panthers, Bucks. Alrighty, Bucks got out to a good start. Panthers, first drive interception. Tom Brady takes them down and gets a touchdown off of it. Next, Panthers drive, they fumble, and the Bucks and Tom Brady take care of it. Now they're up 14-0. A little while later, fumble by the Bucks, not great, but the Panthers can't turn it into any points, and the Bucks will score again to go up 21-0 at the half. But then the turnovers start to happen. We've seen this time and time again. Teams with a big lead in the first half start to turn over the ball in the second half, makes the game a little bit closer than what it actually was. That Steelers game was looked a lot closer than it actually was. This Bucks game looks a lot closer than it actually was. So Brady throws an interception, which everybody's going to love to clown him on. Let's all relax. And the Panthers go and score a touchdown off of that. They're starting to come back. 7-play drive that ends in a punt for the Bucks. Panthers come and answer with a big drive of their own, 13 plays, 88 yards, 6 minutes to cut the lead down to 7. Bucks up 21-14 in the fourth quarter, but then an interception by Teddy Bridgewater. Unfortunate. Bucks are able to capitalize with a field goal to go up 10, but then the Panthers come back and score a field goal of their own, cuts it back down to 7, but then Tom Brady has had enough. He's had enough. They let Leonard Fournette. He's just trying to ice out the game. 46 yards rushing here for the touchdown for Leonard Fournette. Welcome to the Bucs, young fella. Gets all the way down, ices the game with a touchdown. They were just trying to ice it by running the ball. They win 31-17. Let's look at the numbers real quick. What did Tom Brady have? 23 of 35, 217 yards, touchdown, interception. Decent game by Tom Brady. The one big takeaway of this game is he's got Mike Evans involved. Look at this. He threw to Mike Evans 10 times, 7 receptions by him, and 104 yards receiving with the touchdown. Absolutely magnificent. I believe... What was this touchdown? Do we get a highlight? Can we look at this play real quick? Let's look at this. 23-yard pass to Mike Evans for the touchdown to go up 14-0. Tom Brady with the pump fake. Good pass there. Good pass there. Well done. Nothing big, but just a nice little dump off to Mike Evans. Here he is. Nice little double move, looking back for the ball, right on him. He won the matchup, Mike Evans. He had all the space. Tom Brady literally just puts it right on him. Keep going. Keep running. After you catch it, he does. And they go at 14-0. So we got Mike Evans involved. That's the big takeaway. Don't focus on the turnover. Don't focus on that the game was cut down to a 7-point lead in the fourth quarter. The game was already over. The game was over. They were up 21-0. Come on. Game's over at this point. So well done to Mike Evans. He gets involved, 104 yards. And Leonard Fournette had a good game too. I mean, yes, he had 103 yards, but we all saw the 46 yards, end of game, kind of unnecessary touchdown run. So he had about 60 yards, but that's still very good, and we can definitely respect it. Then we go to Panthers, Matt Rule. Oh boy, a lot of turnovers. 2 interceptions by Teddy Bridgewater with no touchdowns. He put up the completion percentage. He put up the yards, but he also put up the interceptions, and that's why they lose the game. They try to go to Christian McCaffrey. That's really all they have. They're kind of all they have as I look, and they have 2 receivers with 100 yards. DJ Moore, 120 yards receiving. Robbie Anderson, 109 yards receiving. So I guess they don't just have Christian McCaffrey, but they try to go to him a lot. They try to go to him a lot. We'll see it when we break down this game a little bit deeper on Wednesday. But some of these interceptions and fumbles, they're just trying to get the ball to Christian McCaffrey. They let him run it. They throw to him in the backfield, just getting him too much involved in the offense. Kind of hurt them early on in the game. 59 yards rushing for Christian McCaffrey. Nothing great. And just overall, this Carolina team, I don't know. Their defense isn't good, and they have no real great offensive receiving pieces. Yes, Christian McCaffrey is great, but try to sustain that when there's film on you for an entire year. 16 games of Christian McCaffrey doing work last year. We know that we're just going to attack Christian McCaffrey now this year, and they're kind of shutting him down. Panthers fall 0-2 while Bucs climb to 1-1. Tom Brady is looking fine, y'all. Relax. Alrighty, Titans-Jags, a shootout here, 33-30. This game just came all the way down to the last drive. I want to say very well done first to Ryan Tannehill. This game kind of exactly what we said. We knew Derrick Henry is going to run for a lot. We thought it would be a little less scoring than it actually was. We didn't think it would be 63 points overall. But we knew Derrick Henry, that's their main focus offensively. Let him run the ball, 25 carries. That's going to open up the passing game. 25 carries for Derrick Henry, 84 yards. He only averaged 3.4 yards a carry. That's not great, but that's just consistently getting punched up the middle, at the gut, in the mouth, in the heart, in that defensive line. Derrick Henry just pounding the ball. That opens up the receivers. So Ryan Tannehill has a very successful day of 18 of 24, 239 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. That's all he needs when most of the time it's Derrick Henry running the ball. Opens up the passing game. We love this Titans offense. They score a lot. They go up, 24-10 at half, pretty good. Gardner Minshew comes back a little bit. He threw a pick early that kind of got them down, threw them out of rhythm a little bit, but they come back in the second half. tie up the game at 30 points in the fourth quarter, but the Titans have the ball with 3 minutes left to play, and they just march down the field. They eat up 2 minutes of that last 3 minutes, 29 seconds. They end it with a field goal. Well done. They take the 3-point lead. Now you just let your defense do the work. Jags have the final possession with a minute 36 seconds left. They're trying to drive, but Gardner Minshew throws another interception, his second of the day, closes out the game. Well done by the Titans. Well done by Ryan Tannehill. Well done by Derrick Henry. But then we look at Gardner Minshew. We knew he wasn't going to be 19 of 20 in week 1 like he was in week 2 like he was in week 1. 30 of 45, still decent, 339 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks. You're canceling out everything good you did. James Robinson, look at this, 102 yards on the ground on 16 carries. Very well done. Look at all these different receivers involved. DJ Chark with 84, Keelan Cole with 58, Chris Connolly with 48, James O'Shaughnessy with 40, Tyler Eifert with 36, Laviska Smollett Jr. for 35. We got Chris Thompson for 20. We got James Robinson for 18. So just, oh my God, they've got so many weapons at the receiving. Look at how deep this receiving core is. All these different receivers with valuable yards here. Truly, truly well done by, I'll give Gardner Minshew a ton of credit for working with this. Just so many different receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different receivers getting involved for the Jags, while the Titans only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, only 5. Derrick Henry did not catch anything. So huge there for the Jags, just going to the well, really. Oh my God. Woof. That receiving well is deep for the Jags. Just unfortunately, Gardner Minshew, he had a chance to win it, doesn't take advantage. And that's kind of what we know of Gardner Minshew. He's serviceable, definitely game manager. But when you need him to go win you the game, a little iffy. Alrighty, continuing on, a couple more games left. We can go through this one quickly because this one was pretty much exactly what we knew. We weren't going to get big on Washington because they beat the Eagles and they came down from 17-0. That's not too impressive. When you're facing Carson Wentz, we knew that all those points came from Dwayne Haskins getting short fields. What happens when Dwayne Haskins has to go the length of the field? Well, let's just look. They start 3-and-out punt. 5 plays, 14 yards. They have to get out of their punt. 3 play, they fumble the ball. Not good. At this point, the Cardinals are up 14-0 at the end of 1. Continuing with Washington's drives, 3-and-out. Not good. 11 plays, 35 yards, and they have to punt. Not good. Another 6-play, 29-yard short drive that ends in a punt. Short fields help Dwayne Haskins. That's it. Anything else, he cannot drive the length of the field. He can't even get you in field goal range. He can't do it. 20-0 at half. Cardinals, all Cardinals. Washington, first possession of the second half, 5 plays, 29 yards, punt, 10 plays, 61 yards, field goal. But I mean, at this point, it's already too late. You're down 20-3, and you're settling for field goals. You're settling for field goals with 3 minutes left, and you're down 20-0, and you settle for a field goal. They get to their 4th and goal, and they settle for a field goal. Just try and believe in your quarterback a little bit, because now you're down 17. That's still 3 possessions. So not a great play calling there, not trusting Dwayne Haskins. I wouldn't trust Dwayne Haskins either, but you're going to lose this game either way. Maybe just kind of go out with a bag and show that you trust your quarterback, Ron Rivera. Maybe try that. So after the Washington finally gets their first points of the game late in the third quarter, Cardinals go and put a squash on any attempt to come back. They go and disrespectfully score a touchdown after Washington gets their only points, which was a field goal of the game. Well done. 12 plays, 80 yards, and 4-minute drive by the Cardinals to go up 27-3. Then Washington, fourth quarter, 5 plays. Nothing really matters. You're down 27-3, and you're going to make a big to-do out of this touchdown. We're not giving Dwayne Haskins any credit here. Short pass for 24 yards. Let's see this. Touchdown. How well is this? Is this just a dink and dunk and receiver does the rest? All right, over the middle. Good throw. Decent throw. I'll give it to him. Dwayne Haskins finally do something in the fourth quarter when the game's already over. Congratulations. They punt. Once again, the game's already over, but Dwayne Haskins says, oh, the game's over, time to go to work. Drives the ball all the way down the field. Couple of penalties, it looks like, that help him out a little bit. Couple of penalties that sets up a 30-yard touchdown pass. Let's look at this one. Game over, but we'll give Dwayne Haskins some credit, I guess. Let's look at this. Good throw there. I'll give him the good throw there. That's a good throw. But how about we start doing that in the first and second quarters to make the game a little bit more competitive? Shall we, Dwayne? But anyway, game over. Kyler Murray did throw an interception. Not great, but he still rushed for 86 yards or 67 yards and threw for 286 and threw a touchdown. Kenyon Drake got involved with 86 yards. That man is good. So they've got this beat at running back. They've got Kyler Murray. They're still feeding DeAndre Hopkins the ball. Yes, not 150 yards like he had in game number 1, but still, look at this. They targeted him 9 times. He caught 8 of them for 68 yards, and they still have all reliable Larry Fitzgerald. Look at this, y'all. 7 targets, 7 receptions. The man does not drop passes. The man does not drop passes, so this offense is so good for the Cardinals. Going up a subpar, very, very subpar Washington team. They fall to 1-1, not competitive. Dwayne Haskins, 19 of 33, 223 yards, touchdowns, no pick. I'll give you the no pick. I can respect that, definitely. But still, you're not doing anything to win your team the game. You didn't score your first points until 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was a field goal. Lots of 3-and-outs, lots of dink and dunk from Dwayne Haskins. They don't have the weapons. They don't have the quarterback. Washington is not a good team. Alrighty, moving on, carrying on. Ravens, Texans, oh boy, unfortunate. Texans, man, oh man, they had to face the Super Bowl champion Chiefs in week 1. Now they have to face probably the second best team in the AFC in the Ravens, and they lost their best receiver in DeAndre Hopkins, and Bill O'Brien's not a good head coach, and they just don't have the pieces to help out Deshaun Watson. So here we go, quick review of the game. Couple of punts early on, but it sets up the Ravens on their second drive for a field goal. Turnover on downs by the Texans. They try to go for it on 4th and 1. Deshaun Watson cannot complete the pass. Unfortunate. And the Ravens cash in with a 4-play touchdown. They're up 10-0. But the Texans respond with a touchdown of their own to cut the lead down to 3. Ravens score again on the field goal to put them up 6, 13-7, but then they fumble 6. The Texans fumble 6. Unfortunate. Deshaun Watson completes the pass, but then they fumble and they return it to the house, and now they're down 20-7. And off that fumble, they throw an interception. Luckily for them, the Ravens couldn't turn that turnover into any points, but the Texans get a field goal to end the half, and now it's 20-10. They're feeling good. 10-point game going into half, but it's still the Ravens. They score a field goal. Texans answer with one right off the rip. Long drives here. Look at this. A 14-play, 8-minute drive in the third quarter, and then by the Ravens that ends in a field goal, and then a 14-play, 6-minute, 30-second drive by the Texans in the third quarter that only ends in a field goal as well. So still 10-point deficit for the Texans going into the fourth quarter. Ravens go. They score. They score a touchdown, put up the lead 30-13. Texans have to answer with a field goal. Game is over. Ravens get a field goal to really ice it, and that's the game. Let's look at the Ravens here. Lamar Jackson, 18 of 24, 204 yards and a touchdown, no picks. Well done. Just game managing. Running back Gus Edwards, 73 yards. The running game was on point. He averaged 7 yards a carry. Mark Ingram, 55 yards. He averaged 6 yards a carry. And then we get Lamar Jackson adding 54 yards on the ground himself. And they got J.K. Dobbins, rookie running back from Ohio State, getting into the mix with 48 yards himself. So the running game was absolutely on a tear, about 200 rushing yards with Lamar Jackson's 200 passing yards. All right, let's go to the Texans now. Their running game, David Johnson, did not look as good as it did in week 1. We said the Texans' key to winning this game was having David Johnson run and run and run and run and run and run. They only run 11 times, and he only has 34 yards. They tried to outpace the Ravens, and that does not work. You cannot fall for that. Deshaun Watson is not going to win you the game against the Ravens. It's just not going to happen. Lamar Jackson is better than Deshaun Watson. Lamar Jackson has better weapons than Deshaun Watson. So you cannot rely on Deshaun Watson to go and out to throw Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. It has to start with the running game. They abandoned it. Only 11 yards. Or only 11 carries for David Johnson. Not going to get it done. Brandon Cooks, obviously good receiver, 95 yards. Randall Cobb, only 59. No touchdowns for either of them. They just get kind of locked down, and the Ravens win this one comfortably, 33-16. We know the Texans aren't that great of a team. Let's look at their defense here. Couple of sacks, 4 sacks. I'll give them that. We'll give them that. Zach Cunningham with a sack. We had J.J. Watt with 2, and Charles Amenihu with a sack as well. So not bad overall, but they still put up 33 points. You can attack Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter. They'll still put up the points. That's what happened. Alrighty, Chiefs, Chargers, and oh boy, this was a lot closer than I thought because we all thought Tyrod Taylor would be playing, but Justin Herbert gets the nod for start, and I'm sure he will be their starting quarterback for the rest of the season. Not a bad showing. 22 of 33, 311 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Overall, not bad from him. The misses were a little bad. They were actually really bad. High throws, really not even close in the area. So those 10 incompletions were very, very bad incompletions. But he did throw for 311 yards. We can definitely get behind that. The interception is expected with a rookie quarterback, especially playing in your first game against a Chiefs team. Not the most ideal scenario to start off a quarterback, but he made decent work of it. Plus, Austin Eckler had a good running game as well. 93 tries to take the pressure off Justin Herbert just a little bit. This game came down to the last quarter. I mean, we all know Chiefs were down 14-6 going into half. We know that, they can turn it on at any point. They were down 10 in the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. They still win. So really never have to worry about the Chiefs. They got down big. They were down 17-6. In the third quarter, but then they go and tie it up because that's what they do. Ties it up in the fourth quarter, I believe. Yeah, this drive carries over to the fourth quarter. They go, get the 2-point conversion, ties it up at 17. Now it's just an even tied Patrick Mahomes with Justin Herbert. Who are you taking? Well, you better have taken Patrick Mahomes. So this is an absolutely killer drive here. Wow. The Chargers really should have won the game because of this drive. So we said that the Chiefs, they go and score a touchdown with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, get the 2-point, ties the game up at 17. But then the Chargers go on a 17-play 10-minute drive, 10-minute, 67-yard drive. This was absolutely methodical. This was absolutely fantastically executed. Take all the time off the clock to leave Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid with the least time possible. They left him obviously with too much. It was obviously still too much. It sucks, but a killer drive here, and I definitely respect the hell out of this drive. It only ends in a field goal, which is another downer, but you took a ton of time off the clock. Chargers take the lead with 2 minutes left, 20-17, and as I said, it's 2 minutes too late, too much. Patrick Mahomes leads the team down, very close to a touchdown as well. They have to settle for a field goal. They got all the way down to the Chargers' 12-yard line. Just time ran out, so that's when the big drive actually came back into hand. Patrick Mahomes couldn't capitalize and score a touchdown. They have to go into overtime, and this is what we get in overtime, y'all. This is what we get. We have to watch it because it's 3 straight field goals of hitting. He hit every single one. Let me get the kicker's name real quick. We only got 1 game left, y'all. We're close to the end. I just want to get this replay because it really shows the magnificence of who do we got? Harrison Butker. Very, very well done. Cool, calm, collected through this entire sequence. We got to back this up a little bit. All righty, here it is. First field goal attempt, 53 yards. 53. So here he goes. First attempt. He kicks 3 of these, 53 yards. Kicks it. Good. Right down the middle, maybe a little bit to the left of the middle, but a flag goes, and it goes on the Chiefs. False start, back him up 5. Now what do? You still got to go and kick it again. He's got to kick it again, but this time from further, 5 yards deeper. Can he do it? Can Butker do it again? We're talking 50-yarders here. These are not easy. Now it's 58. He's got to go and hit a 58-yard field goal for the win of the game. So much pressure on Harrison Butker. Can he do it? Can he do it? Kick is up. Kick is down the middle. Kick is good. But there's a timeout. Timeout, Chargers. They iced this kicker another time. He has to kick it again. A third time in overtime. Tie game to win the game. A 58-yarder for the second time. For the second time, he has to go and kick again. Oh boy, this man is cool as a cucumber, y'all. Because here it is. Another 58-yard attempt. He just kicked 2. They were right down the middle, maybe a left of center, just barely left of center. Kick a third time. How does the game end? Can he do it, y'all? Do y'all believe? Can he make 3 straight? We know the kicking game in week 1 has been absolutely atrocious. This man is going to work for every kicker here. It's right down the middle, maybe a little left of the middle. Cash out from 58, 2 straight times. Hit a 53-yarder. And just amazing. It's not all Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid has this team coached well. They have playmakers at the special teams, at the kicker position. And the Chiefs, they escape a huge, tough win against a rookie quarterback. And once again, we have to bring this up. We can't judge this close win too harshly against the Chiefs. They've been preparing all week for Tyrod Taylor. Literally last second game decision. The Chargers do decide to rock with Justin Herbert. So I mean, don't judge. You're preparing all week for Tyrod Taylor. The defense knows what Tyrod Taylor is good at. The Chargers are going to call plays that Tyrod Taylor can make and feel comfortable that he can make. Now, last second, Justin Herbert is the starting quarterback. You haven't watched any tape on him. You don't know his tendencies. You don't know what the Chargers are going to call now, because Justin Herbert is going to be good at different throws than Tyrod Taylor is going to be. So we can't judge this close win of the Chiefs too deeply. Last second quarterback switches will ruin an entire game plan, an entire week's worth of watching film, getting your team ready. Installing the defense for that week is going to get tossed out the window. You have to play on the fly. The Chiefs got out to a rocky start, but the Chiefs, they are good. They're like the Rockets. They will just turn on that quick trigger at any point. And it started with this third quarter touchdown. What was it? What was this play? Here it is, 54-yard touchdown pass. They finally got it clicking. This was in the fourth quarter. They only scored 9 points up to this point. Look at Patrick Mahomes, the Tyreek Hill for 50 and the touchdown. That really opened up the scoring. They can do it at any time in the game. It's going to come at some point. You have to expect it. It comes in the fourth quarter like it did in the Super Bowl. They do it. They carry it on into overtime. Let's look at Patrick Mahomes. 27 of 47, 2 touchdowns, 300 yards. Classic Patrick Mahomes. He adds another 54 on the ground. All right, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He had a big game one. Not so great here. 38 yards on 10 carries. Not the best. But everybody was kind of struggling early. Nobody broke out into the fourth quarter, and you're not going to be running the ball in the fourth quarter when you're down, 17-9. It's just not going to happen. So we can't place the blame too much on Clyde Edwards-Helaire of not running the ball a lot. Alrighty, we are going to be focusing a lot on Justin Herbert throughout this entire week. When we do our film study on Wednesday, we're probably going to look at every single throw that this man made. I do want to break him down a little bit further than what we're doing, but we still have one game left to talk about. So Justin Herbert, decent, very decent first showing here. 26 2 of 33, but those misses, I'm telling y'all, when we look at the tape, those misses were, oof, they make you go, damn, son, damn, you threw that? Whoa, where was that? Who was that to? So we will get into all those misses as well, but 311 yards, you got to respect it. Austin Eckler, 93 yards, fantastic. Just, you lose to the Chiefs. You lose to a good team. It just sucks. All right, last game of the night, Sunday Night Football, Patriots, Seahawks. We like the Seahawks, y'all. We've been like the Seahawks. We spent all Sunday basically going on a 20-minute rant of why we love the Seahawks, and they win the game a lot closer than I thought. So I will give credit to the Patriots. Even though they lose, they probably won't drop too much. We saw that the Patriots, we have them number 10 in our power rankings. So this was a definite close game, closer than I thought. Went down right down to the wire. And look at this. Russell Wilson threw a pick six on the opening possession, and they still come back. And the man threw 5 touchdowns, y'all. Five touchdowns for Russell Wilson after coming out and throwing a pick six. Fantastic work there. 21 of 28, 288 yards, 5 touchdowns. Just a bad first drive. That's it. He goes and cleans it up. That's what Russell Wilson does. Hey, I made a mistake. I'm going to go clean it up. Look at down 7-0 early, and they go into halftime tied at 14. Russell Wilson is amazing. Second half, a lot of scoring. They go out. Seahawks go out and score a touchdown on their first second half possession. 21-17. Cam Newton throws a pick. Seahawks go and capitalize 28-17. Then the Patriots start to come back a little bit. They score a touchdown of their own. Cuts the lead down to 5, 28-23 going into the fourth quarter. Seahawks go, they score a touchdown, opening it back up to 12-point. Patriots answer 35-30, and then we get a goal line stand. Let's look at this play. This game came all the way down to the 1-yard line. When have we seen Seahawks Patriots come down to the 1-yard line, huh? Does the Super Bowl ever ring your bell? But the roles are flipped. We don't have Seahawks at the 1 with the potential to win the game and the Patriots on the defensive end. We've got it flipped. We've got Patriots offensively at the 1 and the Seahawks defensively at the 1. So what do you do? The big thing to say is, obviously, you run the football. It's 1-yard line. Seahawks, they threw the ball on the 1-yard line and lost the Super Bowl because of it. Patriots, they're smarter than that. They know if you throw the ball on the 1-yard line, when these two teams are facing, you lose the game. So what do? They do Cam Newton, run up the middle, 3 seconds left at the 1. Patriots down 5, chance to win the game. Seahawks defense, baby, bend but don't break. We know what they do. We know we are bigger than them on Takes by Fans. Look at that. Cam Newton barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. He doesn't even really, loses a yard on it. Fantastic Seahawks defense, y'all. We're big on their defense. Bend but don't break. They let Matt Ryan throw 400 yards. They only gave up 25 points. They let New England score 30. They let them drive all the way down to the 1 yard, but they don't break. They do not break. Let's watch the play again. Cam Newton, QB sneak, designed quarterback run off the middle. It worked early, but that big disruption up front. Look at the big men get into the backfield here on the defensive line to blow up the play. They're already in the backfield before Cam Newton can even get back to the line of scrimmage. They shut it down. You can't pass. You can't run. It's a 50-50. It's a crapshoot every time, but the Seahawks get the win here. Big game here by Russell Wilson. Big game by the defense. I will give Cam Newton his due. I will give him his due. He played very well. He passed the ball a lot more than last week. He threw it 44 times. They didn't run it, that much. They did run it still with Cam Newton a lot, but this offense is heavy on Cam Newton. Let's break down the numbers real quick. 30 of 44 for 397 yards and a touchdown and a pick. Very good besides the pick. It did hurt them, but still a chance to win the game at the end. Cam Newton, leading rusher as well. The rush game was non-existent with Cam Newton. Sony Michel was their second leading rusher with 19 yards. Not great. Julian Edelman, he works so well with Cam Newton. The read option, the quick little hitters. Julian Edelman, when he's in the slot, he's super quick. He puts up 179 yards, y'all. He put up 179 yards. Cam Newton getting it done through the air. Just a really tough battle. Then we get Russell Wilson, as I said, 21 of 28, 288 yards, 5 touchdowns. Chris Carson, nice 72 yards. DK Metcalf had an absolute bomb of a catch. We will break that down on Wednesday as well. 92 yards, 4 receptions for him. Tyler Lockett, great receiver as well. He picks up 67 yards. So just overall, let's see what this Seahawks defense did as well. Defensively, we see Adam Jones. They only get 1 sack on the night, but it was Jamal Adams, fantastic. Sack and a tackle for loss. We are big on Jamal Adams. In the Seahawks win, Seahawks, my number 1 team in the power rankings, and they proved why. Russell Wilson, 5 touchdowns, bend but don't break defense. This is still Cam Newton. This is still Bill Belichick. This is still Todd McDaniels. They are all geniuses in their own right. So, yes, they did put up 30 on Seattle, but Seattle, the heart, the bend but don't break, tough games. Game 1 and Game 2, Atlanta and Patriots, good offenses on both of those teams, but Seattle is able to hold on. They go 2-0. By far, probably the toughest schedule out of a big team. Chiefs had to face Texans and the Chargers. Ravens had to face the Browns and who'd they just face? Browns and the Texans. I mean, come on. The Patriots and Atlanta, I think, are better than all 4 of those teams that I just mentioned that the Chiefs and Ravens faced. Alrighty, that is going to do it for today. We broke down all the games from yesterday. Oh, we do have to do our Moneymaker. There is Monday Night Football on. Come on. So we're all ready to go to deep dive into these games going forward into the week. You saw how well diving deep into those games really helped us with our Moneymakers and really our picks. Let's just break down kind of every game that we were right about this week. Browns-Bengals, we knew the Browns were going to win. No problem there. Bears-Giants, I was a little iffy on this one. I did on Sunday say Giants plus 5.5, but these are 2 trash teams. I mean, you really don't know what to predict. Falcons-Cowboys, we loved the Falcons, but we thought that they would probably lose this game, but they would make it competitive. We loved taking them with the points. Falcons, they lose by 1, but they cover the 4, 3, 5, whatever y'all had. They covered it anyway. Falcons' offense is the real deal, and we're not bailing off them just yet. Lions, Packers, it's Aaron Rodgers. We knew he was going to win really cleanly. He was in our locks pick of minus 6.5, and they win by 21. I mean, Packers are good. Vikings, Colts, this was the game I was wrong about. I thought the Vikings would actually come out and play well, and I thought Phillip Rivers would continue to turn the ball over and not look interested in the game. He kind of did, but the Colts running game kind of helped out the non-existent offense of the Vikings. Dolphins, Bills. We liked the Bills going into this game, but we thought their defense would be, hindered with those 2 linebackers out, and it pretty much was. This was a competitive game because of the Bills' defensive linebackers being out. Called this one perfectly as well. 49ers, Jets are trash. This one's easy, obviously, to call, but 49ers obviously beat the mess out of the Jets. The Jets have nothing. Rams, Eagles, I called it. I was big on the Rams. We had them in our lock section. Rams are better than the Eagles. Eagles are not good. Rams are very, very good. Called this one. We're big on the Steelers. A quick little, quarterback switch because Drew Lock gets injured. Makes it a little bit closer than what it actually was. Big Ben turning the ball over in the second half also did not help. But overall, Steelers were better. The defense got to the quarterbacks all the time. Tons of sacks. We read them off. Steelers are good. We're right about this game. Panthers, Bucks. I mean, we told y'all not to bail on Tom Brady. He had to face the Saints week 1, probably one of the best defenses in the league, and Drew Brees. Yes, he's not going to look extremely, poised and laser focused. This is a new team, week 1, tough matchup. So here they go. Week 2, they got up 21-0. Game is over at that point. Bucks win. Really no problem. Don't really care what the score says. Bucks were the better team throughout the entire game. We called this one. We didn't talk too much about Jags-Titans. We were a little iffy. We thought the Titans would run the ball a lot, and they did. We thought, Ryan Tannehill would throw 20 to 25 times. He did. So kind of went that way. I didn't think it was going to be this high scoring. I did not think it would be 33 to 30. I thought it would probably be 25 to 20 Titans, but still close game. We were a little hit and miss on this one as well. Cardinals, we said don't buy too much into Washington. They look trash. They didn't score any points until late in the third quarter, and then it was a field goal. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. Cardinals are good. Kenyon Drake is a great running back that complements Kyler Murray. We saw it this game. Cardinals blow them out. This was not even a 15-point win for the Cardinals. This was a 28-point win for the Cardinals, 27-point win for the Cardinals. Don't get me started. Texans, Ravens, we liked the Ravens. We know that Deshaun Watson is not that good. Their supporting cast, or we know Deshaun Watson is good. His supporting cast is not good. Bill O'Brien is not good. You lose DeAndre Hopkins, you're going to get worse. Sorry. We know Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are the real deal. Tough schedule for the Texans. We like the Ravens. Bingo, called that game perfectly. Chiefs, Chargers, a little bit closer. We obviously like the Chiefs. This isn't a hard one to call, but Justin Herbert in the mix really threw the Chiefs off the mark a little bit with their game plan, but they end up being clutch. Patrick Mahomes clutch down late. Kicker clutch, 3 times clutch. Having to kick the game-winning field goal 3 straight times. When was the last time that happened, that the kicker hit them every single time from 55-plus yards out? Don't get me started. Chiefs are the real deal. Clyde Edwards-Helaire didn't look as great as I would have liked him, but nobody looked great on the Chiefs until the fourth quarter. You're not running the ball in the fourth quarter. Right about this game. And right about the Seahawks. We like the Seahawks. We like the Patriots, don't get me wrong, but the Seahawks are the best team in the NFL. Don't play me. Offense is great with Russell Wilson. He's throwing dimes, y'all. 9 touchdowns in 2 weeks. 1 pick. Shouldn't even been a pick, but pick 6. It happens. It happens to the best of them. Happens with Tom Brady. Happens with Russell Wilson. Get over it. They still win the game. Seahawks get the win. Probably will still keep that number 1 spot tomorrow. A little spoiler alert. But yeah, we're right about these games. We're breaking them down. We're looking at the right things that need to be looked at. Don't get lost in all the fluff stats that are spewed out through the entire week. Keep it here at Takes by Fans. We break down what actually matters. We basically won every single game, y'all. We called every single game. We're going to be looking to do the same thing for week 3. So we'll break down the games a little bit more in depth as the week progresses. But tomorrow we will focus on Monday Night Football in our top 10. All right, quick little moneymaker today. Saints, Raiders, Monday Night Football. Saints are obviously the better team offensively and defensively. The one thing that is giving me a little bit of doubt taking Saints -4 is the Raiders are opening a new stadium. This is a must-win game for the Raiders. John Gruden knows that. He's been in entertainment. Mike Mayock, the GM, he's been in entertainment. He knows the business. If you want to sell season tickets next year when fans can finally come back into the stadium, Raiders need to win this home opener. It sets the tone. So obviously I like the Saints. They're the better team, but the outside force of the new stadium is going to help the Raiders a lot in this game. Plus Monday Night Football elevating that home opener even more, giving me a little bit of step back, but I'm going to just bet Saints -4 just because they're the better team. I have to just hope that outside factor of playing better because you're in a new stadium, home opener, is not going to outlast the better talent. Mike Thomas is also out for the Saints. That's going to hurt them a little bit, but they still have Emmanuel Sanders and Cook and Alvin Kamara, so it's not too much of a hindrance. So we will go Saints -4 here for our moneymaker. Just keep that in mind. If you think the same way I do, it reaffirms your belief, then maybe go Raiders +4. But we here at Takes by Fans, our official endorsement is going to be Saints -4. And there's one thing I wanted to talk about, I thought. No, that may be it. Alrighty, so Saints -4 tonight, Monday Night Football. Be there. All right, we'll break down Monday Night Football tomorrow and do our updated power rankings. So follow me on Twitter to be a part of the conversation at Takes by Fans, and come watch live daily, noon Eastern at twitch.tv/takesbyfans. Alrighty, we will see y'all tomorrow.